Thank you for joining us. I'm Naiba Reynoso. In this episode, the art of funding helps one nonprofit create a masterpiece, plus honoring veterans on Memorial Day. But first, the LA County Fire Department hosted a women's lifeguard prep academy to train and prepare participants for a career as an ocean lifeguard. The high-intensity challenge includes swimming in the ocean, running in the sand, and testing endurance through fitness exercises. Take a look.
So I just came out of a station where we had to rescue a victim. Our victims were lifeguards. It was a lot of having to brace for waves, having to go under.
Today we're hosting our third Women's Lifeguard Prep Academy. It's hard work, it takes a lot of dedication. You have to have great swimming skills. You need to have first aid skills. You need to have life-saving skills, and you need to have the skills to work with people.
Believe it or not, sometimes it's more comfortable for them to be amongst their peers, especially when we're trying to break that glass ceiling in the county. For young girls, I would encourage you to be a part of this academy class, which gives you all the tools necessary to make it through the application process all the way to the interview.
The fire service has been around for such a long time, but the strides that LA County Fire Department is making cannot go unnoticed. The staff were amazing. They were so kind and generous. It was tiring and it was exhausting, and they pushed us more than I ever thought I could be pushed. I'm interested in the lifeguard aspect of it. My personal goal is to become a firefighter paramedic, to work my way up the ranks, to become a chief eventually one day, but I definitely want to dip my toe into lifeguarding. This experience was super fun.
Funding from the American Rescue Plan is helping LA County recover from losses during the pandemic and address urgent inequities. Meet Fabian, an artist and advocate with Homeboy Art Academy, making a big impact in East LA.
My success story was made possible by LA County and the American
Mi historia de éxito fue posible gracias al condado de
LA County and the American Rescue Plan.
Homeboy Art Academy is now a new entity of Homeboy Industries. There was not much access, when it comes to East LA, Boyle Heights, and I thought how great it would be to develop a program that creates and develops access for young men and women to also utilize the arts to help redirect their lives. We're serving over 150 youth. Not only are we serving kids here, we also have teaching artists in the field who are providing services in the camps and juvenile halls through the probation department and Department of Arts and Culture in LA County. During the pandemic, of course, we had to follow protocol and close our doors. We also kind of were like, oh man, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna correspond? What is it that we can put in place to help hold these young men and women? And luckily and thankfully that these types of helps came to assistance, the recovery programs such as this one, the LA County Creative Recovery. That in itself has helped also continue to keep the door open, but most importantly, fulfill the mission, so that we can keep trying to infuse hope. Because of this support and also the fact that we were able to fulfill the mission through this hardship of pandemic, we are now moving to a larger building. And the change now is that we have gained more retention. Also, we're noticing the growth in youth that are coming here. And if we recognize now a lot of the juvenile halls and camps, they're starting to shut some down. So we're getting a lot of more youth coming to our door. In the end of the day, it's about those who stand before us and those we come to serve. My success story was made possible by LA County and the American Rescue Plan.
The artistry of Mexican muralist Rufino Tamayo is on display at the LA County Fair through a unique partnership with the LA County Museum of Art. Take a look.
Today we're here in the exhibition Rufino Tamayo Innovation and Experimentation. This is all objects from the collection of the Los Angeles County Museum of Art, and we're very excited to be in our second year partnering with the LA County Fair to bring this exhibition of works from LACMA's collection to fair audiences. Rufino Tamayo is one of the very important and most celebrated artists from Mexico in the 20th century, and he is known for his paintings and his murals. But at this exhibition, we're focusing especially on his prints. He was a very prolific printmaker, made prints throughout his career, and was always looking for new ways to add texture and volume to what is traditionally a two-dimensional medium. In addition to the prints on view, we also have Mesoamerican sculptures from LACMA's collection. Tamayo was an avid collector of Mesoamerican art, and it influenced his own work as well. So we wanted to bring in those objects to help draw out those connections the artist himself was exploring.
The partnership with LACMA is incredible. The idea that we can bring LA institutions together to show what a partnership is and how we then begin to deliver the exhibits to the LA County Fair is incredible. The fact that we can get Tamayo's art out to the East County is incredible for the folks that we serve out in this region. The impact that they can see the art and know that there is something even bigger at the LACMA site, that this is just a piece of what exists in the art community is incredible. It's part of the pricing. You don't have to pay more to see the exhibit. That's an important component of making everything accessible.
Things are expensive these days, and so when you're at the fair and it is offered to you to come through an art exhibit, it's just a great opportunity, and it's so important for us to take advantage of these opportunities for our kids and different generations to show them how important art and education are, and so it's really a great opportunity that it's included in your fair price this year.
On Memorial Day, we honor our fallen men and women in uniform at events like this one for veteran and military families. Take a look.
So this event is important for several reasons. Number one, obviously, coming into Memorial Day, it's important for us to remember those that sacrificed and gave so that we have our freedoms in this country. This is the 26th year that we've done this, and it truly has grown into something that is phenomenal. Are the unsung heroes who do it not for the notoriety. They do it because they want to give back, and they appreciate the opportunity that they had. I remember the challenges that young people had and the fear that they might be shipped off. God willing, that's not going to happen to our young people, but this is an opportunity to kind of educate them as well.
To Memorial Day, I remember my friends who didn't come back, or those that came back, but they're not the same. You know, they have troubles with PTSD. So I come here, you know, for them. You know, I have some good friends that died in Vietnam, and I always remember them. That's why I'm always here.
I belong to America, and I want to show my devotion to them and my gratitude. So I spend my time in the military as doing my part to give back to this country in which I grew up. And I really have lived the American dream in many, many ways.
The LA County Fire Department brought out the big guns to clear vegetation in time for fire season. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time on LA County Close Up.